Yes, I can. Are you a Muslim?
Can you hear me? Am I Muslim? Alhamdulillah. Yes, I am.
All right,
Yes, I
all
am.
right. Would you like to try to win this 2200?
No, I would not, but I would love to try to give it a shot, though,
All right.
to prove that Jesus was a Muslim, just like Abraham, just like Noah, just like Moses.
All right, let's
Um,
let's let's give it a shot.
so I would like to give I guess an example first. When you're given like a toaster, right? Let's say a unmantled toaster, and you have to put it in your house. It comes in a box, and you open up the box, and you don't know how to put the toaster together, right? The book that comes with that box, what is it called?
I don't know.
Well, then this is going to be a hard conversation if you don't know what a manual is. Do you know what a manual is?
Sometimes.
It's going to be a very hard conversation. So my point is that when the toaster came to you and you needed the toaster, you needed the manual to put together to learn how to obviously use the toaster.
Okay.
So my logic is that God would put us on this earth and give us a manual to how to live this life and how to get back to Him.
What does that got to do with
So
Jesus
in
being a
that,
Muslim?
oh, let me get there. If you want me to, if I can get there.
Yeah, please, straight.
Can I?
I'm a straight shot guy, man. I like to be straight to the point. So if you can,
I get
let's
that.
get straight to the point of Jesus being a Muslim. How are you going to prove that to me?
Well, if I can explain that, I need time to explain. Like, unless you have somewhere to go, I'll just
Okay,
jump into
so
somebody else's.
this is how I am. This is how I am. I'm very like I like to
Straightforward. I
be
get it. I understand
straightforward.
what
I like
you're
to be to the point.
saying.
And just really quick, like the extra like explaining of what we're not talking about is not what I need or what the people need here. Well,
Here's the thing.
if I want you to explain as long as you're explaining the topic and the question
Yes,
asked.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes, yes.
explain how Jesus is a Muslim specifically,
Muslim.
please.
How specifically? Because when God sent revelation to us, He sent revelation in forms of books, and He also sent these books to these men, and these men were prophets and messengers, including Jesus, coming starting from Adam and go and ending with Muhammad. All these men came with the same message, and that message was that there's only one God. Pray to one God.
Is that what makes you a
That's it.
Muslim?
To submit to the will of one God, yes.
Thank you. All right. See, that's all you had to say. All you had to say is well, being a Muslim is submitting to one God. And Jesus submitted to one God, so he's a Muslim. You see how quick that was? And not a shot to you. I'm just saying, just
Oh no, you're
move
right. You're right.
yeah, moving forward,
Right.
let's try to be straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Because
You're
we understand everything.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no, it's all good. It's all good. All right. So let's deal with this. So believing in one God, submitting to one God, that makes you a Muslim. All right. So let's say I say that I believe in one God and I submit to one God. Okay. But the one God that I say I submit to happens to be a statue in my closet. Am I a Muslim?
No,
And why is that? I submit to one God. I believe in one God. How am I not a Muslim?
because if you're a Muslim, we believe in monotheism, and if you believe, you have to know it. It comes down to knowing what a God is, because anything could be a God, correct?
You can
A
you can claim you can call anything a God.
anything, but the when it comes down to Islam, it talks about the true God, the one
There it
that's worthy,
is. Yes, we're getting
one that's
there.
worthy,
We're getting there. All
one
right.
that's
So
so when you yeah,
so you
go
have
ahead,
to
go ahead.
submit and believe in the one true God in order
Right,
to be a Muslim. You can't just call anything a God and say you submit to that thing and be a Muslim because that's not
right,
the. I got you. All right. See, now we're going somewhere. So it's
right.
specifically the true God, and this true God is you find him in Islam, right? His description and his characteristics in Islam, right?
I want to just add into that what you just said right there, because some people will get it twisted. So at the time of Abraham, his followers, Those people followed him at his time. At the time of Moses, his followers, people followed him at the time of his time. We are the last. There's no more prophets and messengers. The last prophet and messenger, we followed him. That's why we followed the last prophet and messenger.
I have no problem with that, brother. See, and that's no problem. Just specifically, you find, but I didn't need that. I didn't need that clarification, man. I didn't ask that. We didn't need that. So to submit to the one true God, it's the true God that is described in Islam. Is that correct?
Yes.
So Allah of Islam, specifically, the one who is not a trinity, right? He's absolutely one in his essence. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
He has no partners, no companions, right?
Right.
He is not a father in any sense to anyone. He has no children, no offspring, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is the true God that Islam describes, that you have to believe in and submit to in order to be identified as a Muslim. We're on the same page?
Right.
All right, cool.
Yes.
All right. So now here's phase 2. So phase 1, we identified which God you're talking about. Phase 2 is showing that Jesus submitted and believed in the God that we just described in Islam. Not a father, right? No partners, not a trinity, absolutely one. Show that Jesus submitted to that God.
Correct.
So what you got?
You're asking me to.
Yeah. So it's your turn. You could show me that Jesus submitted and believed in that God.
So in the Bible, and I'm not a Christian, so I can't point you directly to the source, but there's proof of some people or some Christians quoting in the Bible. It says that Jesus put his head to the floor, just like the Muslims.
Yeah, matter of fact, I have the reference like literally right up here for you. Want me to read it?
If you want to, but you go ahead. If you want to, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. All right. So it says, oh man, I thought I just had it. Oh, I went somewhere else. Sorry, I thought I had it right up. Because somebody brought this up actually.
This is actually one example. I would say one example.
Okay, that's cool. We'll do it one at a time.
Okay. So yeah. I'm talking about this one. Just with this one right now.
Okay.
Just this one right now.
Fair enough.
So if he was a god, right?
Well, this isn't about him being God. This is just him being a Muslim. Did he have the correct beliefs to be a Muslim? That's all we're talking about. So it says here,
okay.
And he withdrew from them about a stone's throw and knelt down and prayed, saying, Father, if you are willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. So here he kneels down and he prays, but remember how we said it matters who you're praying to. It matters who you're saying the true God is. Here, Jesus is praying to his Father.
He says the Father, yes.
Is that Allah?
Yes, he's referring to Allah in that sense, yes.
So Allah is the Father of Jesus?
So can I rebuttal this?
Sure.
May I?
So answer it and then explain. Is Allah the Father of Jesus? Yes and no, and then go ahead and expound.
So is he the Father of Jesus? No.
Okay.
Is he the Father of us? Yes, in a sense of if you have a close friend and you say, hey, yo, what's good, son? Like you say, what's good? Like, that's my son right there. That's my son. That's not your physical son. Mm-hmm. Meaning that God, we know in our logic that we have to have a male and a female to have a child. You're trying to say, or people are trying to say that God had a child, physical child.
Nobody says that. No Christian says that, but go ahead.
Most Christians do say that, to be honest.
There's not a single Christian that says that God had a physical child. He's not a physical being. No Christian says that. It's not in our doctrine.
There's different doctrines, aren't there?
No.
So there's only one denomination of Christianity.
There's only one belief, and if you believe something else, you're not a Christian.
Denominations. Are there multiple denominations of Christianity?
Yeah, and these different denominations have the same. Hold on, brother, you're not listening. They have the same beliefs. These different denominations have the same fundamental beliefs. There'll be other little minuscule things that they differ on, but the same fundamental beliefs, we all believe the same thing. We don't believe that God is physical and had a physical son. So, continuing with this, you're saying that Allah is the father. Wait, first you said he's not the father of Jesus, but he's the father of us figuratively.
Not his physical. Figuratively, yes, he's saying father because he knows that he is the creator. That's why he's calling him father. At that time period, he called him the father.
Got it. So, got it.
Just like how people.
So Allah is the father of Jesus in some sense.
He's in metaphorically, yes, if you want to say in that sense, not physical, not DNA.
So in a figurative sense, Jesus is the son of Allah.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
We all are.
Okay. So this is what I want you to do for me, okay? What I want you to do for me is I want you to get me a verse in the Quran that says that we are all the sons of Allah, that we're all children of him.
Okay. I can't do that. 2,
why not?
Can I ask you a question? Because you've asked me 3 questions already. Can I ask you a question?
Wait. Why can't you show me in the Quran that we are the children of Allah? Since that you're a Muslim and you're saying this.
I already proved to you that he doesn't have children. I already proved to you that he's not our physical father. So there's no way I can prove to you in the Quran that he has physical children.
I didn't ask about physical. So let me be clear with you again, okay? I'm not asking you about any. I'm asking you about any sense. So you already ruled out physical, but you said metaphorical. Yes. Okay, fine.
All right,
so in the metaphorical sense, no problem. Can you show me from the Quran that we're all the children of Allah, metaphorically?
Can you show me that the Quran was made or was here in the time of Jesus? Can you show me that the Bible was created in the time of Jesus? Can you show me that the Bible was created in the time of Moses? No, these are different times. So obviously Moses did not call God the Father. So he still prayed to the same God, right?
You said Moses didn't call God the Father?
Moses still prayed to the same God, right?
He called God Father. Moses did. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 6.
Was Deuteronomy there at the time of Moses?
Yes.
When did Moses confirm that?
Stop doing the Muslim shuffle now. Please stick to the point.
No, I'm not.
So can you show me that we're all children of Allah in the Quran?
That's your question. I said no, you cannot. There's no proof of that in the Quran.
So then why are you saying this when there's nothing in that says that in the Quran? Why are you saying this?
I broke it down to you, but can I ask you a question?
Wait, no, you didn't break it down. Why are you saying something that doesn't exist in your Quran?
Break it down again.
Wait, are you allowed to make up stuff that the Quran doesn't say?
No.
So then you're innovating. You're making stuff up.
No.
Okay, so if the Quran doesn't say that Allah is a father or that he has children in any way, shape, or form, then why are you saying that he is a father in some sense, in a metaphorical sense, has children in a metaphorical sense when the Quran doesn't say that? Why are you doing that?
I'm telling you why Jesus, you asked why Jesus, this was the topic, prove Jesus was a Muslim. We're not talking about the Quran and other things. We're talking about Jesus, right? We're talking about Jesus. So I told you
can you be a Muslim? Can you be a Muslim and go against the Quran?
Was the Quran in the time of Jesus?
Does the Quran have the same fundamental values that Jesus would have?
Brother, you asked me so many questions. Can I ask you a question?
No, this is, dude. If you can't deal with this, then you might as well just drop. You might as well drop. If you can't deal with this, you're not answering all the questions. You're not answering all the questions. Have some self-awareness. So relax. Have some self-awareness.
What's the next question?
Did Jesus have the fundamental values that are in the Quran? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so the Quran didn't have to exist in Jesus's time for Jesus to line up with the Quran because they would have the same fundamental values. Exactly. That's why he's a Muslim. Okay, so since he's a Muslim, he lines up with the Quran. So you're saying that you're agreeing that Jesus called God his father in some sense. According to the Quran, is Jesus the son of Allah in some sense? Yes or no?
No.
So then why are you saying that? So that means that Jesus is going against the Quran. Jesus says that God is his father in some sense. The Quran says, nuh-uh, doesn't say that. So Jesus is going against the Quran, so he can't be a Muslim.
No, he's a Muslim.
He
He's a
can't
Muslim.
be. He doesn't have the same values as the Quran. He can't be a
Can
Muslim.
I ask you a question?
No, wait. I want you to pay attention to what you just said.
I did. I heard what you said.
No, I want you to hear what you said. You said the reason why. Okay, good. So you said the reason why Jesus is a Muslim is because he has the same fundamental values that's in the Quran. That's what you said. But when we look at it, no worries. So when we look at it, we see that Jesus says that God is his father in some sense. You said that that's not in the Quran. So Jesus does not have the same values that's in the Quran. Do you get it?
Can I talk now?
Yeah,
Can I talk now?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk in the comment section.